In this video, I'm going to be using AI to build an extremely advanced website all the way from scratch. The AI tool that I'm going to be using is called YouWare AI, and we're going to be building a futuristic website that sells products from the future, and it's going to look super cool. So it's an extremely advanced website, and all we have to do is tell the AI what we want to build. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply in natural language going to describe to the AI exactly what kind of website I want. And I'm not going to add anything external, and the AI is going to build my website entirely from scratch. Alright, so I'm going to try to jot down my thoughts in completely natural language. I'm not going to be sophisticated or plan everything out. I'm just going to say what comes to mind to the AI, and let's see where that goes. So I want to create a website for a company from the future that sells futuristic products. All right, I want the UI to look super futuristic with a blue, glowing, black, and red color scheme. Think Tokyo night skyline, right? So if you've ever been to Tokyo or New York, their night skyline is very futuristic and it looks something like what we could see in the future. So I want something like that, and I want, glowing blue and black and red, which are colors from the future in my opinion, or in my imagination I should say. And we've described exactly what we want the website to do. So we can also say, I want the website to list cool products like cars, jets, tech, and robots. All right, and also mention their prices. All right, perfect. So it's a very simple prompt that I've written. It's just a couple of lines, and now you can see that the AI is going to build something super advanced and high level using such a simple prompt. So let's click on this button right over here, and let's let the AI start building our website. So it's going to take a minute to process our request, and as you can see, it has started setting up our workspace over here, and it's going to start building our entire website for us. So it's generating our website, and it's actually giving you an update as to everything that it's doing over here. So as you can see right now, it is editing the code, and it basically codes your website entirely for you. So it's called YouWare, and it's a very cool AI tool that I've been experimenting with. And we can build extremely advanced websites with it, just like this one. So it can take a little bit of time, so you just have to wait for it to complete building your website. And once it's done, you can actually add more things to the website. For example, if you want to change something. So for example, if we want to add a toggle button that can change it from dark mode to light mode, we can describe that later on once it's done over here. So I can say I want to add a button, like that's just an example that you can add over here. So now let's wait for it to generate our entire website for us. As you can see, it's still just editing the code over here, and let's wait for it to be done with that. So as you can see, it just took a couple of minutes and it's edited the entire code. So let's read what it's saying. Website created with blue, glowing, black, and red color scheme. Added 6 futuristic products with images, descriptions, and prices. So let's see what we have here. All right, so this text is glowing. It looks pretty nice. And we can actually publish this website and view it in a URL later on. But for now, let's just see over here in the workspace. So, all right, there's an Explore Products. I click on this and it takes me to the product section. All right, so this is cool. This is cool stuff, but I don't like the image right now. I think that the image could be made to look better. These images aren't visible. This image I also think could look better. All of these images can be better. All right, so this looks pretty cool. Let's see what it looks like over here. There's a lot of changes that I'd like to make on this. So let's just publish the website. Let's go to this URL. And all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to this URL and I'm going to open this link in new tab. And now we have this app over here. All right, so we can see the web app over here. And all right, it looks a little bit better, but I do think that the images need to be a lot better. All right, so let's tell it exactly that. And I also think that it didn't understand what I meant by red and black. So let's mention all of this. That's the really cool thing about working with AI. It's like working with a developer. You can tell it what changes you want to make, and you can actively build on whatever you're building by reiterating. All right, so let's say, okay, the images aren't too good looking. Use better images from the web, ones with high resolution and high quality. I also want you to either go with just a glowing blue color scheme, or you can also go with black and red, but don't mix all of these. All right, that's some of the changes. Let's see what other changes we could want. So we want better images, and let's see what that does for now. I think better images can cut it for us right now. So I'm just going to tell it to do that. And now let's wait for the AI to start doing that for us. So that's something that I really love about YouWare AI is you can change things in your development. So if there's something that the AI built that you didn't like, you can change that. And another really cool feature is, as you can see, it's telling you exactly what it's doing step by step. So first it was looking for a picture, image search complete, picture found. So as you can see, it updates you as to every step that's moving forward. So code step checked, and code setup checked, and it's completely transparent. You know exactly what the AI is doing, and that's something that I really love about YouWare AI. So now it's adjusting our code. It's going back into the code to edit things so that the images are now reintegrated, and that's really, really cool. So let's just wait for it to finish adjusting our code, and then let's see what the website looks like. Hopefully the new images are much better looking. So until then, we can actually look at the other things that it's included in the website. So it's given us prices, which is all pretty cool. All right, so there's prices over here. There's a learn more button, and there's jets, robots, just like we mentioned, cars, and neural implants. So this is all stuff that I mentioned. We mentioned that we want futuristic products over here. So anyways, it's adjusting our code, and we'll be back when it's done. So as you can see, it has built the website, and it looks much better now. So it's saying website updated with a glowing blue color scheme and higher resolution images for all products. So obviously this UI looks much better and it looks much cleaner, and wow, this is exactly what I had in mind. So I'm going to go back to this published version. I'm going to hit refresh, and let's see what it looks like now. It should look much better. All right, so I think we need to publish this website update first. All right, pretty cool. And now we can head over to this link. So open link in new tab, and this is our website published. So this looks a lot better. It looks like a professional website that a developer would develop, and it's exactly what I had in mind as a futuristic website. So wow, this looks super, super cool. These are all very good images. So what this teaches us is that YouWare AI, let's say it builds a product or a website for us, but there are things in the website that we need to improve. So not only did it first of all build the website for us completely originally and based on what I had in my thoughts, and it brought that to life, but even if it messes up with a couple of minor things, all we have to do is describe what we want to change, and it changes that for us. So that is how cool this AI tool is, and that's what I love about vibe coding and AI. We can keep on reiterating to make our websites so much better. And this looks so good. I am very proud of this. And we can actually just keep on reiterating. So now I think it would look cooler if we had a red and black thing here, and we also had a skyline. So let's say add a night skyline to the website that is high resolution and super cool looking. Also go with a red and black glowing color scheme. I think this final touch would make the website look a lot better. So I'm going to hit enter, and let's wait for it to do that. But until then, we can actually explore this website. So as you can see, it's all super cool stuff. There are prices, and it's actually written descriptions for each product by itself. So advanced synthetic humanoid with emotional recognition and adaptive learning. So adaptive learning shows that it knows that AI is the future, and fusion-powered personal aircraft, and the prices are actually accurate according to that as well. So this is all super cool. A companion robot that actually sounds very fun, and neural implants, hover cars. So it's actually intuitive. It understands exactly what I want. I want a website with products from the future, and it's actually built that for us. So this is all super cool. I click on explore products, it takes us here, and I click on about, nothing happens, contact, it takes us over here. All right, perfect. So Neotech Industries, it's actually given a name to our website as well. All super cool stuff. So now let's just wait for it to complete all of this. As you can see, it's transparent. It's telling us what it's doing, and we just have to wait for it to complete. So the reason I'm reiterating so many times and I'm making changes, reiterating is basically just telling the AI again and again what to change and get better. And the reason I'm doing that is because that's the way to build the most advanced website. And our goal for this video is to build an extremely advanced website using YouWare AI. And it's a very cool and fun process. So all you have to do is just write a couple of sentences as to what we want to change in the next reiteration, and it's doing that perfectly for us. So that's exactly what we're doing here. We're trying to make an even more advanced, good-looking, and better futuristic website. So I'll be back when it's done adjusting our code. Okay, so as you can see here, it has adjusted the code, and now it's saying that the website is updated with red and black glowing color scheme, high-resolution Tokyo night skyline backgrounds, and added a new skyline section with parallax effect. So let's click on update right over here, and it's going to give us a new link for us to look at our website in. So I'm going to open that link right over here. And as you can see, this is the website. So red and black looks even better in my opinion. It looks a lot more advanced. And as we scroll down, wow, this looks super cool. So there's futuristic products here, all of this, very cool. And they've added the Tokyo part right over here. So this is pretty cool for a Japanese futuristic website, whatever goes on through your head. And this is pretty cool. The skyline you can see in the background. We can actually make it an even better skyline if we want, but I think all of these images make it look pretty cool. So this is pretty cool for now. We can actually do a lot more things with YouWare AI. You can just keep on reiterating, telling the AI what you want to do. And it's very, very fun. People have created some really cool stuff with YouWare AI. So if you want to reiterate on this and change the skyline to a night skyline with rain and tall skyscrapers, you can do that as well. And actually, let's try and do that. So when I say skyline, I mean I want to see skyscrapers, heights, and tall buildings at night with lights. All right, so fix that. All right, so I'm going to do that. And now it's basically going to use AI to change this image into an actual even better skyline image. Looks pretty cool right now as well, but we want it to be even better so it relates with the rest of the website. So we can explore the website. As you can see, it looks a lot better in red and black, and there's hover effects here as well, which is actually pretty cool. So as you can see, it doesn't just do what you asked it to do, but it also does everything that's required to fulfill what you asked for. So for example, we asked it to create a very good website, a futuristic website, and it did everything we specifically asked for, but it's also gone above and beyond by adding features like these hover effects and all of this stuff right over here. So this hover effect over here, hover effects over here, hover effects on a lot of these buttons. So it's all very cool stuff that the AI has done. So let's wait for the AI to do all of this. Picture found, code viewed, and now it's updating our file. Let's wait for it to complete updating our file so that we can start viewing our website in a much cooler way. And now, finally, it's built a very advanced and very good-looking website for us. So this is exactly the website that I had in mind when I set out to build this website, and just 4 prompts with the AI later, we now have it ready. So I'm just going to click on Update right over here so we get the URL to actually view it in our browser. And let's just open that in a new tab, and let's go over here. And this is a very cool website. All right, so this is a website that people would pay for. It is a very good website. I've seen a lot of clients pay for websites like these, and this looks very nice. So you can see the entire Tokyo skyline. And what I love about this is that the AI is actually able to understand exactly what I mean and exactly what I'm saying. Like earlier, it built something of a skyline that wasn't exactly what I wanted. And so I added a prompt. When I say skyline, I mean I want to see skyscrapers, heights, and tall buildings at night with lights. And this is exactly that. It's done exactly that for us. Tall buildings at night with light. So it's very, very cool. And the futuristic products part is also very cool. And wow, it's added this as well. This is a perfect website in my opinion. And it's an extremely advanced, good-looking, futuristic, super cool website. So I'm very proud of this AI tool for building this website. So YouWare AI is very great for building websites like this. As you can see, in just a couple of minutes, we've built such an advanced website with YouWare AI. So if you keep on iterating, you can build even better things. And I'm really excited to see what you all build. Also, a special shout out to YouWare AI for sponsoring this video. They have a really cool retro challenge coming up where you can win up to $1,000 by participating, and you can submit your entries by June 5th, 2025 for that chance to win $1,000. So this is all super cool stuff. I'll leave this link in the description and you can check out the instructions. So there's a lot of different projects that you can build and win up to $1,000 per project. And I'll leave all of this in the description so you can check it out. And there's different awards for creators and for builders who want to build super cool websites. So thank you to YouWare AI, and I'll leave a link both for this retro challenge and for the AI tool as well. You can try building out some really cool websites using YouWare AI, and if you're interested in a full tutorial on how to do that, I've uploaded one in the channel that I'll also link in the description. Peace.